Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new episode of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 on episode 17 or episode 41 of the total number of episodes. This episode right here, wow, dude, like I am just blown away at how it just went about or came about so badly, dude. I mean, in terms of action and all that, pretty cool here and there, etc. That's all I can really say, honestly. I mean, I heard about the Shibuya arc. It's supposed to be very action-packed. It's supposed to be very, I don't know what's the word for it, but many people were hyping about it. But by all means, let's just talk about it for a bit, okay? We had to Megumi gets attacked by this stupid guy, which, I don't know, what's his name again? I had to take a screenshot or picture of the fool of, to even remember his name, because that's just how, he's not that, important or have any plot to play or any role to play besides being an annoying prick who's, sorry about the cussing and all that, but Shigemo, I don't know. All I know is he had a bunch of miracles that allowed him to survive somehow, and he ends up attacking Megumi. Megumi decides to summon his latest trump card, which apparently is very dangerous from what I understand. I don't know, but we get to see to it. Megumi decides to summon summon something called ends up summoning something called a freaking called Makuro, I believe. I think Makuro, if anything. I think it's called Makuro. And we have to, he tells that guy, whatever his miracles that allows him to survive whatsoever. That allows him to survive whatsoever, ends up having to face this thing after it punched Megumi aside. But apparently it looked like he might end up dying or something. But we see to it that we see to it that freaking Sukuna in Itayuji's body ends up showing up and says, hey, what do you think you're doing, bruh? It's not over yet, that kind of thing. He even tells Megumi not to die, and he ends up saving the guy who has some kind of miracle whatsoever. I don't care, because like I said, he's not that important anyway. I mean, I'll get to that in just a moment. Now, the main biggest highlight or spotlight of the entire episode is Sukuna facing Makura or Makuro, however you pronounce the freaking the freaking beast's name whatsoever, that kind of thing. All I know is that thing is Makura. Apparently, every time Sukuna did some kind of slicing or dicing damage to to this Makura thing or Shikigami whatsoever that is summoned by Megumi, which is like a berserking rampage whatsoever, it starts to regenerate or adapt. It's really hard for me to explain it anyway, because there are some tools involving with that strange old bolt ring whatsoever. You get the idea if you watch the episode or read the manga. Those of you guys who haven't, you'll be confused as heck, going, what the heck are you talking about? Well, all I can really say, if I had to put it in simple words, every time Sukuna does a huge amount of damage to it, or do any damage at all, it looks like it's very non-effective, because its body or its own self is adapting and evolving and regenerating at a fast rate. It's like self-improvement, I guess, if that's how I'm supposed to call it, And eventually, Sukuna, knowing that it looks like to me he's having a lot of fun the way I look at it, but it doesn't look like he was struggling. It does look like he seemed to struggle, but it looks like he's having fun. So he decides to show off a little bit more of his power using domain expansion, malevolent kitchen or something, And we get to see to it that, in order to beat this thing or destroy this thing, he has to do a lot of damage to it in order to, maybe make an attack before it could adapt, And then, eventually, Sukuna decides to, destroy Makura or something, however you pronounce that Shikigami name, I don't remember. Ends up blasting him with the Fuga or something, which means open whatsoever, whatsoever, etc. So yeah, pretty much that freaking Sukuna did a freaking crazy powerful single or area of effect attack or something, and ends up not only decimating the Shikigami, but also the freaking part of the city of Shibuya or whatsoever, you know? You get the idea. If you guys watched the episode or read the manga, you'll understand that Sukuna literally decimated the part of the city, and along with the Shikigami or something like that. Eventually, that miracle guy, I guess you can say his luck ran out and he ends up dying because Sukuna either killed him without him noticing whatsoever, whatever. And we had to it that Sukuna, not wanting Megumi or Fushiguro to die, ends up bringing him to Uraime or something. I forgot her name. And then maybe to the principal of Jujutsu High, you know, and ends up disappearing really quick and realizes that guy, and the principal realizes that it's Sukuna and not Itadori Yuji, you know? Knowing that he's going to lose control soon and Yuji is about to regain consciousness, he decides to torment Yuji mentally in any way to destroy his spirit or soul whatsoever. Well, not destroy his soul, but destroy his spirit or break him down very badly, because that's just how sadistic, chaotic, evil he is. And I like that about him. Call me crazy for saying that or being a Sukuna fanboy, but seeing a powerful antagonist doing his own thing, you know, is really, really awesome, you know, because that's just how strong he is. But that aside, he does tell Yuji you should enjoy or savor this, what I'm going to show you, you know? And eventually, Yuji, and I mean Itadori Yuji, regains control and can only look at the freaking damage of what Sukuna or what he did. Well, it wasn't Yuji at all, because Yuji's not that kind of a guy to have that kind of power anyway. We all know who that kind of power belongs to anyway, and so forth. And it was Sukuna. By that time, Yuji's memories of everything, what happened, from killing the bad guys and slicing, dicing, killing people, not to mention all the damage that has happened or what's been done, you know, is flooding into his mind, and he ends up puking badly, you know. And the opening song of Jujutsu Kaisen, the Shibuya arc, ends up playing while Yuji is having a breakdown. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I know many people did not like that, but I like that scene very much, because when it comes to the opening of the Shibuya arc of Jujutsu Kaisen, it's like saying it's the bad guy's turn to shine and show them, like, you're not in the highlight of the show anymore. It's our turn now, you know, that kind of thing. But Sukuna says otherwise, saying, nah, I'm stealing the whole show, okay? And Sukuna pretty much did. And showboating his power, you know, just says all you curses are just a joke. You bow to the real king, and that's me. Okay, jokes aside and being very cringe and all that, you know. Like I said, Yuji Itadori has a mental breakdown and blames himself and says, die, 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 you know, you freaking should die, kind of thing. Whether if he's talking to himself or Sukuna or just himself in general, because he knows Sukuna did this and that, so forth. And he scrapes his hand on the ground in anger and agony because of what happened. But Yuji knows that he can't stop. He has to keep fighting, because otherwise, if he stops and gives up now, then he'll be nothing more than called a murderer whatsoever, you know, that kind of thing. And Itadori Yuji pretty much is getting ready to go into action, knowing that he can't stop, because after all, everything is because on him, you know, that kind of thing. Yada yada yada. That, I don't know, but one thing's for certain is that he's not gonna stand around and mope around, because that's not what he's gonna do. He doesn't have time for that. And the episode ends up with Nanami, and I mean Nanami, barely alive, which I'm afraid those injuries he may not survive, considering that half his body, and I mean half his body is burnt, and I mean really badly burnt. Well, his upper left, that is. We don't know what happened to the other parts of the upper left or something, but one thing's for certain is that he's continuing to walk and walk and walk, you know, that kind of thing. Preview next episode looks like to me there might be that fight that might be happening very soon, and it's called Right and Wrong. So we don't know how that's going to turn out, but one thing's for certain is that Yuji is pretty much he can't stop right now, man. He can't mope around or be in grief anymore, because even though like he would want to and want to give up and possibly like take his own life because what happened and what he did. Well, it's not really his fault, but it was Sukuna's fault. We all know that. But Sukuna, like I said, he's like the king of curses, and he's just a tormenting piece. Crazy guy, crazy chaotic evil guy, and I like. Anyways, looking forward to like next episode or so. Hopefully it'll be cool and all, etc. and so forth. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot.